Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have a quarterfinal for Alex Eala versus Ekaterina Alexandrova in Abu Dhabi. Cannot wait to get into this one. They've never played before, and it will be two very different styles going up against each other to battle out to who will make the semi-finals of this WTA 500. Before we do get into the detail, do remember to that like button, do subscribe if you're new, and do leave a rating or review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Okay, let's talk about their route to the quarterfinal stage. Then I will talk about how they will match up from a style point of view and tactically how the match might play out. Then ultimately I'll give you guys my prediction. So, Alex Eala, she has had to play two matches. Zenep Sonmez was a straight set win, a very good friend of hers, and an entertaining match. Two competitive sets, but in the end, the Filipina getting it done in straight sets. Then she played Sasnovich, who had beaten Badosa in the first round. Sasnovich, a lucky loser, so really capitalizing on that status and making the most of it. But she did come short against, or come up short even, against Alex Eala, 2-6, 6-4, 7-6. And in that tiebreaker, Eala was clutch 7-5 in that decider. For Alexandrova, she only had to play the one match because of her seeding. Number 2 is the seeding that she possesses in this tournament, and she beat Yastremska, a fellow big hitter, 6-3, 6-love. So very convincing win for the Russian player. She's currently ranked, Ekaterina Alexandrova, in just outside of the top 10. So number 11 in the world. She was ranked number 10 only a few weeks back. Eala is at a career high of 45 in the world. Alexandrova at 31 is very experienced, and of course Eala is only 20 years of age. Eala being a lefty, Alexandrova a righty. So how will it play out then tactically? Well, Alexandrova, as I just mentioned, she is playing some of the best tennis of her career. She hit that career high of 10 in the last year. And she's got a very big game, big serve, big ground strokes. I think she's been moving pretty well. She's very confident, likes to be aggressive. But I think what she's developed quite well over the last year is being a little bit more patient and choosing the right moments to really put her foot on the gas. Definitely not a player that's going to want to or enjoy defending. And that's something that you'll see is probably the case with the majority of big hitters on both tours. They want to stay on the front foot and really ask those questions and force the issue. For Alex Eala, she is, as I said, a very different type of player. She is a player who is looking to, yes, play on the front foot, take the ball early when she can, but she's also able to defend well out of the corners. She can utilize the backhand and forehand slice very well when needed to get herself out of trouble and try and neutralize points. And on top of that, she is one of the best returners, I would say top 20 returners on tour. And for Alexandrova, I'd say she's top 10, top 15 servers on tour. So she definitely will trump Eala in the serve attribute column. And for Eala, she'll trump Alexandrova in the return attribute column. So, in terms of from the back of the court and how the points might play out, I think Alexandrova is going to look to be aggressive, go into it with that forehand as well, into the lefty Eala forehand, try and make it awkward, get Eala low, and Alexandrova hits a pretty flat ball. She also will just try to go line first, take initiative in the rallies, and ensure that Eala is not able to put her influence on the points early on, because if she does, that's when it becomes difficult, because she takes the ball very early, Eala, and she can really suffocate you really at times from the baseline. For Alexandrova, she's almost bludgeoning you to submission with her power. So I think with Eala, she's going to look to try and push Alexandrova back. I actually think playing with a bit more margin and height against Alexandrova is not a bad thing, because sometimes if you play too flat against her and you try to hit the ball early, it sits up, and it means Alexandrova she doesn't have huge forehand or backhand swings, and she can use a bit of that pace, especially if it's flat, plant herself and then really hit through the court. So I think Eala needs to get the ball out of Alexandrova's contact zone and hitting zone, and that means one, I think playing with a little bit more height, trying to push Alexandrova back, but also dragging her out wide, trying to break that sideline with some higher topspin strokes, especially on that forehand wing. We know her backhand is a bit flatter. She's also someone who can utilize the drop shot. I think that's a really good ploy here against Alexandrova. She, as I said, has a lot of really positive attributes when it comes to her skill set, but one thing that I think is still not maybe up there with some of the best is her movement. So Eala can definitely take advantage of that if she's able to play the right game. In terms of a prediction, I think the problem that Eala has is her serve. It can be a real liability. Alexandrova will pounce on that. I think it's going to be a very tough ask, if I'm being honest, for Alex. I know that, you know, if she plays her best, she can definitely win. And Alexandrova is an aggressive player who can make mistakes. But I think I'm going to go with Alexandrova, but in 3 very competitive sets. Let me know in the comment section below what you think and why. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and we'll see you in the next video.